So they created a store across the street, a new one. And like I said, the desperate homosexuals, they need their attention, don't they? But, wow, that's disgusting. I think it's the whole human race or this disease, huh? I've never met someone I didn't think was in on it. Fucking, wow. So it looks like the store's like setting up shit, so I'm going in there and I have to be around them. And, because the joy of me, the joy I bring to people, the beauty that they can't bring the world, the intelligence they can't bring the fucking world, the obsession. I don't. Pinocchio is obsessed with trying to be Israel. It's a terror Nazi fucking propaganda, and turns out to be it's fucking robots wishing they could be real. I was desperate and shit, man. Imagine the trash inventing this trash, bro. There's a reason why, even as a living being, my mind's partially erased when I come here, because without the mind erasure, it wouldn't exist. They wouldn't exist. I'll tell you that much. Fucking. But wow, the last few days. See, how did I know? How did I know that there's all these events happening where there's a desperate, low IQ rapist, unwanted, ugly, deformed mutant pieces of shit who have been organizing around me to force me to be around them. And I don't like them, and they know that. And they're trying to force me to like them. They got their drugs, their schools, their TV, their music, and their NPC. And they're desperate. They're not desperate, they're terrorists, fucking. But for some reason, like even me being all honest in the open, I've never not really been honest, just you know, they think they're so tough when you're fucking a little infant and shit. When you're an embryo, when you're a fetus, they feel tough and strong. Like they have something they can do. They got their governments and their cults, their fucking churches and their cathedrals and their mosques, etc., etc., etc. They got all that organization and shit. And I still have a hard time getting anything they want. Milking a living individual and shit. Man, that's what you guys are doing over here, isn't it? I notice most of the people involved look a certain way. They look like the most disgusting people on earth I would never touch or let touch me. And I think that's where that desperation comes from. You've got Harvey Weinstein and the Pope. Just look at them. No one would want to touch them or be around them. So they have to resort to the only thing they have. It's killing and raping and enslaving. Because I don't know what it's like to be a desperate loser who's never existed. Fucking so. But you can tell, like, the desperate losers force me to go to classes to learn from desperate losers about desperate losers, how to define it, how to spot all their actions and activity. And desperate losers seem like NPC. Then again, desperate losers are really sick individuals, I think. It's clear they enjoy what they're doing. When all the people around me get that little fear laugh, like they're laughing because they enjoy it, right? And they're scared because who knows what? Probably because I have killed probably many of them, not just a few. And I would definitely have done it earlier, had I known earlier. Everyone I know would have been poisoned and fucking dead. Yeah, wow. I mean, look at this desperate shit. Now we got we've had this whole city targeted for extermination since 2020. But, we got more of them over here and shit. Fucking. We should have had them targeted for extermination since 86, but they've got to build up their repertoire That's a big word for humans, ain't it? What it means? It means shut the fuck up. No one gives a shit. You're too stupid to remember if I told you anyways. Fucking, computer's nerfing you to make you look stupid as a joke. I'm pretty sure he's setting up these joke shits all over fucking. But I know it's like they're working together to do this shit. And, supposedly they're mental retards drooling on themselves and they're running a building and they're paving roads and they're building buildings and they're stocking buildings. And it's like, no, you can't. My cat could do better than you in day to day, dumbass. Fucking. But here we have it. So I gotta go back to this place if I want clothing that fits me. Just like this. This is all like their propaganda clothing they've set up. The little humans. I know it's not you, right? It's an invisible goat. My brain is weird how they're so stupid that they think everything's as stupid as them and just can't see nothing. It's like, you really are stupid, aren't you? Fucking. Wow. Fucking stupid is as stupid does. Fucking flying reindeer. Oh, I need that acid. It's kind of funny because I'll be taking 100 hits of acid and I'm driving down the road going to the stores and hanging out and fucking shopping and shit. And then they're taking like 25 hits of acid and their brain's frying. And they're going from like 10 IQ to 5 IQ permanently and shit. Fucking, and the whole target is probably to try to fry me, but it happens to them. Like when they started in '88 and then their entire nation started getting fried from drugs instead of me. Fucking, those are cute things that happen. No wonder they be getting scared and shit, fucking, because this shit happens to them. I wonder how many of these people are still alive who attacked me a few houses down and shit. I bet you, I'd be willing to place $100 bet. And for me, that means I'm winning this bet. Fucking, I bet you that most of them are still alive and half of their families are dead. And they get to sit around and cry about it. And, I can't fuck my daddy can't fuck me in the ass and suck my dick anymore. So I noticed that that's what it does. That's the pattern there. They drug me when I'm 8, and then they all start frying and dying from drugs, and it's the end of their fucking empire and shit. And then all the other events that follow up on shit. I guarantee you, this next event they cause is their extermination event. Fucking, because look, we got them frying from drugs, hundreds of millions of them, and then we got 9/11. The reduction of their symbols of power to dust. And then we got COVID, which involves plagues and then fucking. And so each time it's like we go from a few 100 million to a few fucking probably like a couple billion, 100, and those wars totally fucking probably fucking. I'd say at least a couple billion died and shit. Looking at all levels of down to the person baking a hamburger for him across the street so they can go fight and die and shit. Fucking, then you got the COVID, how much shit, Corona is like endless. It never ends. Fucking, and Corona doesn't end until this is all solved because the whole planet, there's nothing about any of that shit. Nothing. That was just like that was actually protection. That was protection from the fucking plague and shit. Fucking. And, it wasn't a mask. I just said I should be able to wear a mask, so I got to wear a mask. That had nothing to do with it. I think it's just like how it packed the humans back in the hard drive in several cities. It decides, your computer god kills you or lets you live or breaks your back, kind of like it does me and shit allows you to do to me. Fucking, And so the next event is going to be, you know, like any story. I know. Well, I shouldn't talk to other people like they're award-winning writers who know English, right? So in a story, what happens is it escalates and shit. Other than that, it gets boring and stupid, right? That's why you start out a movie, a man talking to a woman in a cafe about their puppy, and then at the end of the movie, you got like the Terminator being thrown into a lake of fire and melting down right after a big long battle with miniguns and rocket launchers being shot at helicopters, at vehicles type shit. Fucking, you know, it doesn't start that way, but it ends that way because it would be boring and stupid and pointless if it was just like that. Like, I don't know, like, whatever's creating humans is real dumb. Like, it is fun to just watch those rockets fly, the whole fucking thing, but they gotta milk it, you know? They gotta milk it like they do a toddler's dick and shit. Fucking, like their wife tries to teach them and shit, so they don't fucking come in 2 seconds. Fucking, you gotta slowly milk it. Fucking, the pattern from their personality, you can tell they have it. Slowly milking shit. Fucking, yeah, like the music. I don't. I don't think they can make new music, can they? I think their computers are limited to a certain speed. And probably to protect the living people and shit from malfunctions and stuff. Fucking. Uh, but just, wow. The frequency just can't operate that high. Fucking. Anyway, so yeah, I noticed that they're doing this shit over here, wasting my time because they're obsessed with me, and they need me to keep coming back over there because they have no life and no one likes them, and they've got to find a way to force someone around them and shit. I told you this is happening. This has all been happening my whole life. Like, I stopped going to school that they're using to enslave people. Obviously, computers, humans are going to have whatever knowledge in their head when they're created that they're ever going to have. It doesn't matter. They don't need school. If they deserve an upgrade or they require an upgrade, it would come. Fucking, you don't need to go to school for robots. Don't need school, but then they create laws to try to force me back into school because they're fucking desperate, attention-seeking homosexuals. And wow, wow, what did I say? That's all this has been. I just sit here my whole life and I like did like people. I literally got put in ICU because a human was so obsessed with me. I told it I didn't want to be around it, and fucking ends up in ICU. And that motherfucker was trapping me around them for years and shit. Fucking. It's what the robots use, these low IQ toddler humans having breeder babies. Fucking. They used that when I was a kid. I was like, smart cause I was big and I will kill you. I am killing you. And you got to be around me and listen to me. And I'm like, well, you're trash. You're ugly. You're stupid. You're lazy. You're a fucking pedophile. You're a cult member. No one wants to be around you. That's why every man leaves you. That's why your men go and die in wars to get the fuck away from you. But there we are, forced into it and shit. Fucking, I don't know. They're extending it out here, playing this game. Desperate losers. Fucking. This is why I'm almost sure that it's designed human meat as the top quality fucking meat. If you are what you eat, I wouldn't want to eat anything. Well, maybe cats, I guess. Fucking, you probably are smarter. And dogs. And gerbils might be smarter. Fucking, maybe we should be eating those instead. Fucking. I know you notice too that the humans band together to create this profile of don't eat humans and shit. because they're scared, because they understand. The only thing in their brain is the few things that are actually going on in the world. They've never had anything else in their brains. It'd be a waste of resources to program fucking something in them. Oh man, fucking waste of time, waste of money. But yeah, well, that's great. That's great. I'm glad you guys can do that. You guys probably feel so special, right? Yeah, it's so special. You're so special. Ah, you force someone to be around you. Now someone likes you, huh? Oh, does someone like you? No, no one does. No one will.